know what the critics are going to say about me, and you know, it ain't about me. I don't really care. It's about you. This is about you. This is about your country. This is about being a reasonable human being and doing the math. I'd love to get, if anybody watches us in Vegas, I'm going to show you this scenario, and I want you to calculate the odds on this. They have to be astronomical. No one, Lloyd's of London, would not take this. This is the manifesto. The document is old. It is, 1969. Bill Ayers is not directly tied to the president. That's what they're going to say, blah, 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 blah. Does the president have this manifesto downloaded on his BlackBerry? I don't know. I don't think he does, but does it even matter? The actions matter. I don't think anybody's poring over this. They have it all in here. They know this. This is what they believe. This is what he was taught in church. This is what all the people around him believe. As you've seen, the actions of this administration more closely resemble this document than anything else that spills out. Let me ask you, the things that are in this document, they represent this. The things that this president has done that we've shown you over the last few days, the last 3 days, are they restoring the free market? Are they restoring the freedom to succeed and fail? Are they restoring personal responsibility and individual liberty? Are they? You cannot have an honest answer that is yes, because it's this. And this is this document. This document lays it all out in detail. The thinking behind the mindset of the 1960s radicals. The radicals who over the past days, weeks, months, even years, we've shown you, are infesting this administration. These are the friends of this administration. These are the people in the administration. These are the organizations that are tied to the administration. You have Andy Stern, SDS, Workers of the World Unite. You have Van Jones, a communist. Mao lovers, Ron Bloom, barrel of the gun. Anita Dunn. You have Weather Underground, Jeff Jones. Where's Jeff? Here's Jeff. He worked with the Apollo Alliance. What does the Apollo Alliance do? The Apollo Alliance worked on the stimulus package. He's now in the government of New York advising them on how to spend it. Hugo Chavez praising Mark Lloyd at the FCC. They all think the same way. How is that? What are the odds? That they all think that America is the bad guy, the imperialist, that capitalism is over. They all believe in redistribution of wealth, and yet he's surprised. The groups this administration works closely with, ACORN, SEIU, Apollo Alliance, Green for All, Free Press, they all believe in the same things. Next week, I'm taking some of these, because this is just the beginning. Next week, I'm going to show you something that will completely melt your mind. I will show you the people, all the people that surround this president and the people that are close associates and the radical views that they have, along with the radical groups they associate with. Now, let me ask you this. Do you know one person that was a member of SDS or is a member of SDS today? Do you know one person who is a admitted militant communist that called recently for the overthrow of the United States? Do you know one? Do you know one person that wants to dismantle the free market brick by brick? Do you know anybody? One that was part of a non-repentant group of terrorists who blew up the Pentagon and routinely bombed and shot up police? Do you know one person that hates the Constitution? One that disagrees with the Declaration of Independence? One. Do you know one? He knows all of them. This is an undisputed fact. So you have to make a choice. This is either the most unluckiest streak of job hires of all time. Oh, what do you mean? Another radical? Oh, gee, how could we be? Or it could be that this is the mindset that this president wants to associate with. These are the people who helped shape his life. His parents, they were communists. His mentor was a communist. It's all he knows. He's simply surrounding himself with like-minded individuals. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you the two questions. Did you read Dreams of My Father? Has anybody in the press asked this one question? What was the dream of his father? Why did his father leave him? To pursue Marxism and communism in Kenya. What was the dream of his father? Now you surround yourself. He surrounds himself with Marxists, and they deny it and say, oh, SSR. But I don't buy that. Let's go with Ronald Reagan. If Ronald Reagan, and he did, if he did the same thing, he brought in small government policy people from the Heritage Foundation, and he surrounded himself with the Heritage Foundation, would anybody believe that, oh no, that's just, of course not, it's intentional. 3 days ago, I started with this chalkboard, and I asked you, I said, after you hear this, you have to make a choice. You have to make a choice, because it's no longer reasonable to say that this is all a coincidence. You have to make a choice. What you're seeing, is it the intentional destruction of the free market system into redistribution of wealth, into globalism, into big government and Marxism, into class and race warfare? Is it intentional? Fundamental transformation of America? Or is it this, but boy, they just keep getting it wrong? America, you can bury your head in the sand at our peril, or you can draw a line in the sand.